Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading for Aries. So Aries, I've done your reading with my own deck. My own tarot deck. So the cards you'll see are from this deck. And Aries, sometimes I am reluctant to label a reading, right? Because it could play out in so many different ways. But for your reading today, I feel like it is a particularly, it is connected to some sort of love connection or love relationship that perhaps you have been separated from, or you haven't yet met, this partner. Because I feel like there is longing, there is this sense of waiting and wishing for this connection to come along. And so I'm reluctant to label it as a love reading, but I feel like this one is for you. Let's see how this develops. So we start off with the Two of Cups, and this is why straight away I felt like this is maybe very specifically for one or two or a few people, but it feels to me that it is connected to a love relationship, right? Because of the traditional meaning of the Two of Cups. But also what I got from it as soon as it jumped out from the deck, and being this opening card, setting the tone for me, I just had this sensation in my body of longing. It was like this love that is not fulfilled yet, right? Or I just felt like this sadness, this sense of longing, the sense of wishing you were with your partner, or perhaps you have found the one and you're in separation or you're distant from one another. But I just felt like this sense of being apart, or wanting to share your heart with another and haven't met them yet, right? So this sense of really, it felt a little bit like loneliness, like wanting to share your heart. But do not despair, Aries. I'm with you in this, right? So let's continue with the other cards that followed this Two of Cups. So, okay, let's do this as a grouping because they are painting the same picture. So Judgment, Two of Swords, and Two of Wands. And if you see the thumbnail, it's like this, right? So all of these twos surrounding this judgment, we have water, we have air, and we have fire. The only element that we don't have here is pentacles, which is, matter, what is physical, what is reality, what is tangible, right? So this is just emphasizing for me that there is not a physical contact. There is no proximity, right, in real, tangible, three-dimensional life with you and another. So I feel like there is a lot of emotions underlying this wishing, right? But also all of these twos with the Judgment card, it's just talking about being receptive. Like, it's almost like the universe asking you to be more receptive, to be open, right? Because with this Two of Swords specifically, well, these two cards were almost like the closed gate and the opening of the gate. And by gate, I mean like in a metaphor of your own heart being shut by a gate, right? And so here the universe is coming as this judgment with this call, with this signal, with this it's almost like a doorbell ringing, right? And it is time to open up this gate, because you know the Two of Swords in the traditional tarot card, it has this these two swords crossing each other, and the Two of Wands on the other hand, they're open, right? They're sort of like a portal, right, through which you're gazing out into the world and also wishing and, you know, trying to visualize your desires, your trying to, you know, co-create with the universe. And also this word co-create, it's hammering on my mind right now, because I feel like this is what you're desiring, right? This is what you're longing for, a co-creation. But here is too imaginal, is too ethereal, is too lonely. It's like, it's not yet, it's just a desire of co-creating. It's not yet a co-creation in itself, right? It feels like you're gathering all of the elements, as I'm seeing here, and the universe is playing a really important role, as in to help you, you know, understand that there is an opening up going on here, but also you have to play your part. You know, the universe is playing theirs and you have to play yours. It's not about just wishing for this to come along or to reunite, right? It's also opening up the doors, the gate of your heart. And you know, what I'm seeing with this Two of Swords is that the way for you to unblock this is by unblocking your mind. So the key to opening up your heart to this connection here, what this Judgment is saying is that the blocks are in your mind, and your desire, your fire, your zest for life, your passion for life will reignite once you have opened up your mind and set your heart free, right? Is what is coming through right now. Open up your mind and set your heart free, right? This is what is going to reignite your soul, right? And so remember, I was saying that you have water and air and fire, right? And the Judgment. And not only that, I was just reminded about what I was sensing the first time these cards came along. So we have all of these twos, right? The Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. But also we have Judgment, and Judgment is the card number 20, which is 2.0, which is also a 2. So if we think about all of these twos, first of all, 2 is just the most feminine number for me, right? Because the 1 is this masculine force that that strikes ahead, that knows very objectively what they want and go for it. And the 2, on the other hand, is really receptive, is this feminine trait where we are open up to receiving, right? And so all of these twos with this Judgment is almost like it's time to open up yourself. It's time to be receptive, right? To be willing to receive. And maybe these are the blocks that you have to, you know, break in your mind, right? In order to open up the gates that are blocking your heart right now, right? And so, yeah, I was talking about the elements. So the only element that is lacking, which is, you know, the one that represents physical matter, a physical manifestation, is the Pentacles. And right after this Two of Wands, the card that came through was a Pentacle card, but it was the Four of Pentacles. And this Four of Pentacles was saying that you are stubborn. You are holding on to some sort of value or some sort of pattern in your mind, in your life, that it's not allowing you to grow, to expand, to move on, right, from your current reality. It feels too stuck. It feels like you're stuck in your ways, but in a more three-dimensional way, right? Like you're not allowing yourself to to grow. It's what is coming through, right? And so the reason why I think you're stuck is because you're seeing this moving on, this growing phase as burdensome because of the Nine of Wands that followed the Four of Pentacles. So even though here you have a sense that yes, this portal of love is opening up for you, right? Because here it was shut down, right? The gates were closed, and here the gates are opening up. Or better said, this is the guidance, right? But it requires courage. It requires a leap, right? It requires bravery in you, right? But I feel like whatever new path that wants to open up for you, right? You are viewing it, you're sensing that it's going to be too much, it's going to be too hard on you, it's going to be too burdensome, right? I feel like the way that I'm seeing this Nine of Wands, sorry, is that this new path, right? Because this is just the opening gate, right? Through which you have to walk, right? To have this connection. I feel like you're seeing this as a trial, and I feel like you're anticipating burdens and pain, and I feel like you're regretting walking this path before even beginning to walk it. But after this Nine of Wands came the Sun card, and so this Sun came with two meanings. One is that, okay, so first of all, you're anticipating that you're going to get burned if you walk this new path, which is very fiery, which is very passionate, and maybe you're not used to this anymore, right? Because I feel like you're in this water realm, you're in this imaginal realm, right? And so I feel like you have perhaps in other relationships that were too passion driven, were so physical, there was so much attraction, you felt that this was not the way to go, right? And so here you're anticipating that it's going to go down in a really bad way, because you're not seeing that, you know, right at the end of the tunnel there's this really bright light that feels really warm and enlightening and joyful, right? The Sun to me brings a lot of joy, brings a lot of clarity also, right? A lot of resolution. It's just this epitome of happiness and joy and freedom. Freedom is the word that is coming through right now, right? Because I feel like you're not seeing this light at the end of the tunnel yet, because you have to go through the tunnel, and you're anticipating that this tunnel is going to be a very burdensome experience, right? So I feel like you're still here, stuck, and wishing and desiring and, you know, longing for this love connection, for this partnership that is not here. But the guidance here is really clear. So the second message that was coming through with the Sun was that, first of all, you're not seeing this light at the end of the tunnel, right? This reward for the courage that it takes to walk this path, this unknown path, right? But it feels to me that you're, perhaps if you have a glimpse of this light, I feel like you're fearing that it's going to be too blinding, too bright, that you cannot cope with it, right? Because I feel like here with these two cards that to me today, they're coming with a lot of sorrow and sadness and depression and, you know, feeling low, feeling lonely, right? But, you know, it is really contrasting. And I feel like for you, you are taking this extreme, powerful light that could come up, right, with this real connection as something that could burn you, right? So you're not taking a risk yet. But so this is where this part of your reading ends, but I want to see what else is going on, what happens. Are you going to stay here, or are you going to dare to go on this journey, right? Even though it could burn you in some way, but it has this promise of, you know, being very fulfilling. So I'm going to pull more cards, and also I'm going to pull from the I'm going to pull from the astrological runes that I made as a final guidance for you, Aries. So if you want to come to the extended with me, I'll be happy to see you there. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.